speed to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light.
Good morning, folks. It's the 6th of April, Saturday, and we're back in Southampton. It's just gone 7:15. I'm staying in the cabin till 8 o'clock, and then I'm going to go downstairs and just chill out for half an hour, and then I'm going to go to the gangway and get off. I'm not going to go to the meeting point. I've got a bit of a throat this morning. Yeah, I'm not going to go to the meeting point because I've seen that a lot of people don't bother going. And what happens is you go there, they take you off, you get to the bus and it's full almost because everybody's ignored that and gone straight to the bus. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. So, yeah, because I'm not going to bother with breakfast. I can get a sausage sandwich or some at Greg's when we stop on the way up. So I'll see you all later when we're on the bus. Bye for now. Right, folks, here we are down in the atrium at the bottom level. I'll just give you a final look round before I get off the ship in so it's 3 minutes past 8, so 27 minutes because I'm going to get off at 8:30. Make my way to the yeah, as I say, we're going to make us way to the my hair's always flipping up. Yeah, at the moment what you've got what they call walk-offs where everybody they get off and they take all the bags with them, all the cases and everything. It's called a walk-off and you can do that from 8 o'clock. I'm due to report to the thing at 8:35 and we'll hang around in there for 10 minutes while they mess about and they'll take us, show us the way to get. We know where gangplank is. Yeah, so as I say, just after 8:30 I'm going to get off and go find my bags and find coach and get on coach. I'd rather be sat on coach where I can grab a window seat if I get there early enough. So, yes, so I'll speak to y'all again. I say I wasn't going to have breakfast. I had some yoghurt that way because I went down there and it was packed. I expected it to be. So the front, but the other bit, the sort of like the continental style breakfast was one. All they had was croissants and yogurt, granola or muesli. So I grabbed myself a yogurt, strawberry yogurt, yeah. Sat down, had that, and came down here. So I'll see you all when we're on the coach. Bye for now. Right, folks, we're getting off the ship. Yeah, this is the same way I got on the ship. Seven days ago. It's about to panic then. Thought I'd lost my phone. Right. We go down into the hall where all the bags are, and we find these bags. Right, so that's us up. Phone again when we get into the hall. Whew. Right folks, I'm on the coach. Third person to get on the coach. There's a couple at the back who were the first on, and I'm second. Yeah. It was a lot easier to find my bags than I thought. I still had to hunt for them like it, but my smaller one tucked in among those big cases. Just couldn't see it for so I had to scan up and down. I found it, and of course my big case I had the what they call it on it, the band, so I knew it. I just looked for cases that had bands on, and I found it, yeah, quite empty with that all, but of course they're all still trying to get off. If I'd have gone to Headliners Theatre, I'd have still been on ship. So anyway, so we're just now waiting for everybody else to get off, and I'll see you when we set off. Bye for now. Right folks, we're finally on our way. It's 9:41, so it's 41 minutes late leaving. So yeah, we're certainly not going to get home in time to watch the Leeds game.
Okay, good morning ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board. My name is Shabir. I'll be your driver today for your transfer back home. I need to run through some safety announcements first, then I'll give you some information about the comfort facilities on the coach, and finally some detail about the journey itself. First and foremost, you must fasten your seatbelts. This is the law, so please make sure that you have done your seatbelts up. The emergency exits on this coach are the front left hand side door, the door that you boarded the coach through. There is another door rear right hand side corner of the coach down some steps. You've got the windows as well, located along the length of the vehicle with red hammers next to them, and there are two roof hatches, front and rear. There's a first aid kit in the overhead compartment just above the second row of passenger seats on the right hand side, and there's a fire extinguisher behind the driver's seat. For your comfort, first of all, the aisle seats. If you want to put the armrest in the up position, pull it all the way back, push it down, it'll lock in the up position. If you want to put it back down, pull it all the way back up again and push it down, it'll go down. It's just two positions for the armrest, up and down. Staying with the aisle seats, there's a black button on the side of the seat. If you press that button and push back, the seat will recline. And for the window seats, there's a black lever just poking out between the side panel and the seat pad where your thigh is. Just pull back on that lever and push back, so the window seats can recline too. Obviously, if you are reclining your seats, be mindful of your fellow traveller behind you. There's a toilet right at the back if you need to use it. We do ask passengers to use the toilet only if absolutely necessary. It's quite safe to use, it's well ventilated, there are no issues, but it is an enclosed cubicle. So the fewer people that go through there, the safer it is for everybody else. So toilet at the back, do use it, but only if you must. And if you are using the toilet, be careful when you're making your way to and from your seat, especially when the coach is moving, because I don't.
Right folks, we're on his way. As I said, he reckons that we're going to do it in a lot quicker than we did coming down. I don't know why, but I think it's the way they are coming in and out of Bradford to Southampton. I said Bradford because that's where coach is finally going to. They're stopping at Woolley services, then Leeds, and then it goes on to Bradford. We're going to stop at Watford Gap for a 45-minute break, and yeah, so I will get back to you when I see something interesting. Well, I'll film a little bit of us going out of Southampton, I think. That said, it's there's not a lot to see really. It's just streets and houses. So I'll probably speak to you again unless I see something interesting on the way. I'll speak to you again when we get to Watford Gap. Bye for now. Right, folks. Here we are. We're on the M3, and this goes to Winchester and London. At some point we'll turn off this and head over towards the M40 and work our way around to the M1, and from there that's where we'll go into Watford Gap service station. Okay, so more way, not more to see. So yeah, I just thought I'd have an update so for you guys and for me when I'm watching it back again. Bye for now. We're coming off at M40 now. Are we going into Chilwell Valley services, or are we going to go right around and up onto M1 and calling at Watford Gap like he said? It'll be interesting. Still could be going up to M1.
We'll be stopping at this one, Woolley now.
And it looks like, yeah, we're going down onto M1. So we're not stopping at Chilwell Valley services. That is the services we stopped at on the way down. Finally found out the name of that. I've been there 3 times, and now I've finally found out the name of it, which is Chilwell Valley Services. But we're going on to M1 now, so we'll be stopping at Watford Gap. So I'll see you later. Right folks, we're finally onto the M1 proper, and it's taken us 2 hours and 9 minutes to get to here. I thought we were coming onto the motorway back there a while back, but it weren't. We were coming onto Link Road that took us to M1. So we'll now be stopping at, we are going to be stopping at services, and Watford Gap. I didn't think Watford Gap this far up, but it's, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe we're not as far up as I thought, but anyway, I'll get back to you all when we pull into services. Bye for now. Right folks, here we are arriving at Watford Gap service station, or services I should say. Watford
Watford Gap services, and we're gonna stop here for 45 minutes or so. So yeah, I'll speak to you again when we get off at bus or coach, I should say. Right folks, it's now 12:48 and we're just leaving Watford Gap. We expect to get to Woolley Edge, according to driver, about 25 to 3. So I'll speak to you later when we get to Woolley Edge, because motorway's a motorway, you know, nothing really to show or to look at other than mile after mile of concrete. So yeah, good news is I managed to get a loaf of bread while I was in that service station. Yeah, so that was good. I was tempted to get some milk, but I didn't know whether it would be still okay by the time I got home. So I left that. I've got milk powder at home, so I'll do me till tomorrow. And I'm sure most of you have no slightest interest in that. But there you go. Is what it is. I'll speak to you later. Bye for now. And it's taken us 4 hours and 35 minutes to get to Meadow. Yep. It's 16 minutes past 2. Yeah, 4 hours and 35 minutes. There you go. Not too far away from Woolley Edge now. So I'll get back to you when we get to Woolley Edge. Right folks, here we are, arriving at Woolley Edge services. And it's 2:33, so that's just 8 minutes short of 5 hours. So yeah. There we are. Next stop, Leeds after this. Once everybody's got off, we'll set off. I'll get back to you. Right folks, we're on our way again. It's now 2:39. So it didn't stop long, didn't take them long, although half a bus got off. And didn't do so bad.
Okay, ETA Leeds is 3:15.
There we go. So, yeah, 3:15. Make it 15 minutes later than what it said on the sheet that they gave me. Before we set off on the holiday, said we were due back in Leeds at 3. Anyway, 3:15 is not bad, seeing as we were 41 minutes late leaving the port. So yeah, not so bad, is it? folks, here we are, arriving at Leeds coach station. Except we've been stopped at traffic lights. We've arrived. Right folks, it's the next day. I was a bit too tired to do, just adjust the camera. I was a bit too tired to do a blog when I got in. Yeah, it took us around 5.5 hours to get home, so that wasn't so bad actually. Let me just talk about the cruise. Wasn't bad, not bad, yeah. Food wasn't too bad this time. And as you saw, I moved around the various venues for you guys to see what the options were. Buffet wasn't bad, but there was occasions when it wasn't rubbish. But which is usually the case, buffet's not always great. Keys, now I think maybe it's a money saving thing, but I noticed that they only changed the menu for the evening thing that I saw once, because I love the king prawns curry thing that they do, and they only had that on once. So, but the rest of the time it was the same menu. So there you go. Entertainment were a bit sketchy this time. I don't know why, but the shows that they did have on have been on for years. I mean, they were the same shows that I saw when I went like March last year. There weren't a show on every night. That had changed. They had this singer on, single singer on his own, and he was on twice. There were two shows, or maybe three shows. Yeah, 3 shows I think there was. There was not something, on last year, there was something in the Sky Dome every night. This time, there weren't. They had the couple of the shows that they've done, as I say, that they were doing last year. And the other times, they had things like silent disco and various other things. So, yeah, so they've cut back on entertainment. The crew, what they call excursions were okay, except mine got cancelled again. One of them, the Euro Tower, or Euromast, I believe its correct name was, Euromast. Last minute job, they let me know day before. Said, would I want to swap it? Well, I'd already got something on at the next day anyway, so, nah.
So there you go. But you know, got my money back. No problem with that. For people who have been on cruises before, I'm sure that they will have noticed that they've cut right back on the onboard spending. As for booking cruises online, well, I've already talked about all that anyway, and I did get around cruise ship and everything. Would I do it again? Well, not so sure about Northern Europe, but we are doing it again. Now, we're not going again until the first week in September. So, as I've said before, I'm not a professional blogger. I'm not a professional blogger. So I'm not, not in a position to be able to afford to go on these regular every 5-6 weeks or whatever you like the other guys do. So I ask you to bear with me in there. I am going to see if I can get a deal, a last minute deal in about May, beginning of June. But if I'm not successful, then, as I say, I will be back, as Arnie said, but it'll be in September. And as I said, I don't get sponsored or anything, but anybody wants to sponsor me, you'd look in the channel description and you'll see an email address that you can contact me. But nothing silly, please. But overall, I enjoyed it. I was surprised that we actually did make it to the cruise on time, because, as I say, when I did it last year, it took over 7 hours to get there on both journeys. So this year, I was surprised that we did it in such a short time, considering that we still did the break at the station, what they call it, services. But we did. I did notice that we did go a different way. So yeah. So overall, good day, good cruise, and I hope you'll stick with us, and I'll see you all again on the next one. Bye for now.